Hello everyone and welcome to Red Liberty. This is a demo that released a couple months back, and it looks like first of all what it changes is it moves the menu from the center of the screen to the bottom left corner of the screen. That's an interesting choice. I guess they wanted to show off the plane in the By Blood Alone title screen. Is this always a thing in the game where if you... Anyways, the demo only has content for the United States, so we'll be playing the United States. And the United States is communist right now. I don't know exactly what the alt history is, but I assume we will figure out by playing. The game starts in 1936, the normal Hearts of Iron 4 start time. It looks like this is a What If Germany Won World War I mod, but France and Britain didn't go communist. This is interesting. There's like a split Russia still. 3 Russias actually, because of this random one here. China is a lot less chaotic. Italy is the most historical country, probably. The British Empire looks mostly the same, I think. They just have Iraq, but other than that, mostly the same. Oh, and then they have the Straits Governorate, which is led by Winston Churchill. As for factions, Britain and France both start off in their own separate faction, and then China has its faction and Germany has its faction. So yeah, nothing too incredibly surprising, and it looks like this mod also does the TNO thing where you start off having a bunch of your focus tree completed. So you can go through and read what happened before you started playing, but you don't actually do any of this stuff. Like, we passed the Philippines Independence Act, so I assume we don't own the Philippines. No, actually we still do. It looks like Mexico too is also socialist. Maybe we'll be making a faction with them. They have the modifiers display thing from New Ways. I believe that's the only other mod I've played with these percentage modifiers. They're nice though, because it makes it much easier to tell your construction speed bonus for certain things. Like, we can see that we have minus 50% military factory construction speed plus 25% for civilian. The Great Depression is still pretty bad. I assume we'll be fixing that with our focus tree though soon. And it looks like research is vanilla, as far as I can tell by glancing at it. We do though, instead of the vanilla election system, have an actual Congress system here. We have Reid as our vice president, and then we can see the Speaker of the House too. The Democrat and Republican parties still exist. The Socialist Party is just some new party that appeared. I don't know if there are any election mechanics. I assume there are, or it might just be that map. Yeah, Congress is actually super divided too. Maybe we're like doing some sort of coalition thing with the Democrats or the Republicans. Okay, and turmoil in Brazil. We get a global conflict thing, so I guess this is a lot like TNO. Yeah, I guess we want to support the revolutionary socialist guy. Oh, I see. This is kind of weird. The send volunteers button just gives our manpower to them. To send volunteers is in the Hoi4 send volunteers button mechanic. We have to do the send military formations decision. Looks like our army is the same starting army as vanilla, I think. Generals are unique though, some of the same ones, like Douglas MacArthur fighting for socialism now. I don't know what's going on with our production. I'll figure out sometime. Interesting. We also start with an intelligence agency. I didn't have to make it or anything myself. There's also this poverty rate mechanic, which is actually added to the navigation bar. Well, it's not a navigation bar, just display bar at the top of the screen. That's cool. This is like those happiness mechanics, except I guess it makes a little more sense. Measuring poverty, you can't really measure happiness. Never mind. This isn't the time. There's no happiness mechanic in this mod. Yeah, I don't know what the Philippines Independence Act did though. There's no description and they're not independent. Maybe they were paving the way for them to be independent in a very, very long time when we have no strategic interests over there. We'll do this focus though to start decreasing the poverty rate. It says increasing, I guess, technically. It's saying our monthly poverty rate change will improve by 0.03, but I assume since it's improving, that means it's decreasing. Yeah. And yes, Italy is just still doing their same thing. Italy is just stuck in a time vacuum where despite the alternate history, they're doing the same thing. Strangely enough though, it looks like there is no generic focus tree. Everybody just has no focus tree. A bunch of artists complete a job thanks to federal funding. Great. Yeah. Good opposition campaign. That's, I guess, bad, but we had a great campaign. They had a good one. We had a great one. I feel like we're going to end up on top of this election. What happens if we lose, though? There are actually a lot of parties that have seats somehow. We have the Christian Party, the America First Party Radical, the America First Party Moderate, the Democratic Party Conservative, the Republican Party, the Democratic Party Liberal, the Socialist Party of America, the other Socialist Party of America, the other Socialist Party of America, and then the Communist Party of the United States of America, and then the other Communist Party of the United States of America. You know we're in a very stable political situation when we have 3 socialist parties and 2 communist parties. Though I think those are technically just caucuses of the same party, but I don't know why they would be split up like that then. America's just having an identity crisis in this timeline. The New World Wall, God bless America. That'll be very important in 200 years or 300 years after the apocalypse. Okay, and we used this voting mechanic to negotiate with the Democrats. Now we have enough votes for our bill and it will pass. I guess I'll just click this button to pass it automatically. Okay, Japanese democracy died and they became an authoritarian democracy. Very scary. I don't know if they're gonna really do anything though. It's not like they have a focus tree. I guess there could be events that make them do stuff. Also, to make things spicy, we're playing on elite difficulty. I know, it's very brazen and bold of me. Who does this guy think he is? No one plays on elite difficulty. Wait, also, why is this changed to so it's 6 resources per factory instead of 8? Okay, Austria-Hungary exploded. Not surprising. You have the Czech Republic, the Austrian People's Republic, the Austrian State, the Hungarian People's Republic, Transylvania, Romania. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, it looks like basically what happened in this election is the Republican Party died and the American First Party, our party, and the Democratic Party picked up some seats. And the president has won re-election. I just got this award. Checkmate Davisites. Checkmate Lincolnites reference in this communist America Hoi4 mod. Ah, yes. Probably. Can't be a coincidence. It can't be. Oh, look at these nice dancing mechanics. We can dance with the Czech Republic, we can dance with the Croatian Republic. This is what I've always wanted in a Hoi4 mod. Almost as good as the dating mechanics. Good times. And we could just continue doing our political focus tree and fixing the Great Depression, but we have an option to get involved in Mexico, so we're gonna go south and get involved in Mexico. They're kind of having a civil war right now. We're still not really making any weapons though. That's kind of weird. Maybe that's the elite difficulty. I probably shouldn't have played on elite difficulty. I'm not gonna read this event. And there's an insurgency too. This isn't good. I don't know. I kind of just want to let it fire though to see if there's a civil war that we can fight. That would be kind of fun, right? But it looks like it's just going to weaken us and make us lose political power and stability. We can also now go on to partial mobilization. Maybe we'll be able to actually produce stuff then. Yeah, I'm going to do this focus because I really want to get event. There's such a big focus tree description though. Looks like Ireland's also going to have a civil war too. That's kind of crazy. Okay, and Japan is going all in now. They seem pretty powerful. They might be able to take out all of China. A lot of these factions don't have any divisions, but I guess a few of them have a lot of divisions. And we've decided to embargo Japan. I didn't actually decide to embargo Japan. It just forced. I'm just gonna revoke the embargo. Don't worry, Japan. We're not embargoing you. We can't get rid of the insurgency until they're in fewer than 4 states. I don't know how to decrease the states they're in anymore. We used to have these decisions, but we don't anymore. And here we go, the 49th state, Puerto Rico, not Alaska or Hawaii. Good, very good. Good peace conference, this is good. Those cartographers in Italy who are designing the new borders are ahead of their times. And it appears the World War has finally started. It's France and Italy against Germany. I feel like France and Italy are going to quickly lose. And this is the opposite of World War I. France decides to invade a neutral Belgium instead of Germany, and Britain, of course, intervenes on behalf of Belgium to fight France and Italy, who invaded neutral Belgium. Yeah, they're definitely going to lose. Anyways, the war is over. We can't declare war on anybody, and nobody has declared war on us, and we've reached the year that marks the end of content in this demo, so that is the end. Maybe this mod will continue to be developed. Maybe it is over. Either way.